to VHS Halloween, I wasn't expecting much. Honestly, the VHS franchise has been hit or miss for me. Out of all the entries, I really only enjoyed VHS and VHS 99. The rest felt either too messy, too self-indulgent, or just straight up confusing. So when I saw this latest installment, I approached it with low expectations. I didn't think it would blow me away, and I was bracing myself for more uneven segments, weak scares, and a general sense of why am I watching this. That said, after watching it, I can say that VHS Halloween is fine. Not amazing, not flawless, but it works. It has moments that genuinely impressed me, moments that were creepy and creative, or just plain fun. The effort from the directors is noticeable, and there's a level of care in each segment that makes it more enjoyable than most of the franchise's weaker entries. While it didn't fully win me over, it was entertaining enough to make me glad I watched it, and I think fans of the series will find plenty to enjoy here. The film is an anthology, and that's where a lot of its strengths lie. Each segment has its own director, tone, and style, giving the movie a variety that keeps you engaged. Some stand-up directors include Brian Ann Ferguson, Casper Kelly, Michelle Piet Norman, and R.H. Norman, and Alex Rose Perry. Each brings a distinct voice to their story. Some segments lean into psychological horror, others into body horror, and some are darkly comedic. That variety is refreshing and prevents the anthology from feeling monotonous, which is a common problem in this franchise. Even when a segment doesn't fully land, it usually tries something bold or unusual, which is always better than play it safe. One of the most impressive aspects of VHS Halloween is how well it captures the Halloween theme. From trick-or-treating in haunted houses to seasonal decorations in creepy costumes, there's a cohesive thread running through the anthology that grounds it in a shared universe. Unlike some previous entries that felt like random horror shorts glued together, this movie feels thematically connected. You can feel the Halloween energy permeating every segment, and that makes it fun to watch as a collection. Even when a segment isn't particularly scary, the atmosphere keeps you invested. The creative freedom of the directors is another highlight. Some segments take risks with storytelling, structure, or visuals, which I really appreciated. Certain scenes are visually striking, with inventive camera work, practical effects, and imaginative monster design. The anthology format gives each director space to experiment, and that experimental energy shows in some of the best moments of the film. There's a sense that no one was holding anyone back, which is refreshing in modern horror where studio interventions can often water down creativity. The performances and practical effects deserve mention. Many of the directors relied heavily on practical and camera effects, which gives the movie a tangible, visceral quality. When a jumpscare or body horror moment lands, it feels like it exists in the real world. The actors all give committed performances even when the material is over the top or intentionally absurd. That dedication helps sell the horror and makes the segments more engaging. Of course, the film isn't perfect. Pacing is a noticeable issue. Some segments drag, while others feel rushed, because there's only a limited runtime for each story. Some arcs never fully develop, and that leaves certain ideas feeling undercooked. It's frustrating because you can see the potential in the concept, but the execution doesn't give them enough time to breathe. This uneven pacing can make the film feel disjointed, with some segments hitting hard and others fizzling out before they can make an impact. Tone is another tricky idea. The shift from dark, disturbing horror to moments of comedic relief can feel jarring. Some segments are intentionally funny or absurd, while others are serious and tense. For me, the tonal shifts mostly worked because they kept me on my toes, but I can see why they might be off-putting to some viewers. If you are expecting a purely terrifying anthology with a consistent tone style, this movie might not meet those expectations. Repetition is a minor issue as well. A few segments revisit similar themes like pranks gone wrong, supernatural hauntings, or teenage recklessness, which can feel unpredictable if you've seen multiple VHS entries. That said, the anthology format inherently invites some overlap, and I think the strong variety in style, tone, and direction helps offset that. You rarely feel bored, even if the ideas aren't entirely original. Also, some segments felt emotionally hollow. While the film has spectacle scares and gore, it occasionally lacks stakes or emotional depth. Certain characters exist purely to be killed off, which is fine in a slasher sense, but can make powers of the anthology feel disposable. Some story beats feel like fan service or plot devices rather than fully fleshed out narratives. For viewers looking for more than gore and jump scares, this might be a disappointment. Overall, VHS Halloween is a solid entry in the franchise. It's not going to convert anyone who dislikes VHS, but it's enjoyable for fans who appreciate creative short horror films and thematic experimentation. The Halloween-focused, intensive segments and strong director voices make it a worthwhile watch. It has pacing and tonal issues, but the highs are high enough to carry the experience. I'd give it a 5.5 out of 10. Not spectacular, but it's definitely watchable, and certain segments are memorable enough to make it worth your time. It's far from perfect, but it's a decent anthology that shows that this franchise still has sparks of creativity left. What about you? Did you enjoy any segments in particular, or did it feel too inconsistent? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next review.